Today I'm gonna be watching a Jubilee video. It's an older one. I'm surprised I haven't stumbled upon it because this is something I want to react to, which I'm doing right now. 16s versus one secret 30-year-old. One secret 30-year-old is crazy, and I haven't seen it, so let's get into it.
I am a teenager.
I'm a teenager.
I'm a teenager.
I'm a teen.
I'm a teen.
I'm a teen.
Okay, she looks older, straight up. The thing is, you don't know, bro. It's hard. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. It's most likely a female. Firstly, because there's more females. Secondly, it's easier to tell when it's a male than a female because, when guys hit puberty, facial hair, all that stuff. When girls get puberty, sometimes their face low-key doesn't change. But their bodies do change sometimes. Like, they might grow breasts or other parts might grow, stuff like that. But really, in the face, the change in the face of a female is not as big as the change in the face of a male because they grow facial hair. So that's easy, easy. This guy, just going these two, unless, because like 30-year-old, if it's a guy, he's a 30-year-old man. He's not, and even if they do shave, you can tell, like, you can sometimes tell it's a bit darker. But if these two guys are 30, that's rough. That is very rough, Like 30 and you look like a child. As a man, that's rough. But with females, it's harder to tell. So straight up, I'm going to say the two boys here are boys. They're not men. It's out of these girls, I'm going to say. Out of these girls. But for some reason, she does look older, but these are teens, so she could be like 18. But yeah, it's out of these ones for sure. There's no way. I'm going to say it right here. There's no way these two guys are 30. That's crazy if they are. That's crazy. But I don't think... I think these two are out automatically.
Hi.
Age?
Yeah.
18.
18. I'm 16.
I'm 16 too. 18.
16.
I'm also 16.
So are all of us in high
Bro, this is crazy. Like, one of them are 30.
school?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
Oh, you're a junior?
Yeah, 16.
Okay. Bro, he ain't a grown man. Look at him. Barely got sideburns.
Yeah, I'm a really young senior.
I'm a young senior too.
Yeah?
Hey, when you
Okay.
turn 17?
December.
September.
I was pretty confident that the other Josh
I don't think she's 30.
was a teenager. Just because of the way he shook his hair around, I thought that was very teenager. This is such a dumb question, but what's everyone's favorite TikTok trend right now? Or sound? I feel like that'll help.
What is your favorite TikTok trend? Which I felt like was such a generic question that I feel like that is would be the easiest thing for the mold to ask and fake about.
I like the one that's it's yeah.
What if someone just don't use TikTok, bro? Or they don't use it like that? Like, you're screwed.
Yeah, I like that one, yeah.
One that I do remember that reminded me of that is the one where it's the last person, if you talk, then you have to pay for the bill and everyone going,
My strategy
I don't
is
know
to
any
not
of these.
aggro anyone. Pure defense. Just making sure
Bro!
they realize I'm a teenager,
If this guy is 30, that's crazy.
and that way
There's
I
no
can just
way.
slip through the cracks
There's no way
like
he's
everyone
30.
else.
any more questions?
What year did you guys go to school during COVID?
My sophomore year,
Freshman
8th
year.
grade to freshman.
8th grade freshman.
She had the braids, so I thought maybe she was trying to throw everyone off and look younger than she actually was.
Could be her. Because you know what they say, bro? They're saying black don't crack, so who knows? It might be her. Oh, I still stand firm. The two guys here, they ain't 30. Or if they are, that's rough. That's rough. Yeah, I can see why they voted her out. But I guess it's just her facial features. But I don't feel like she's 30, bro.
Not that surprised, just because I noticed I was dressed differently than a lot of the other
Yeah, she
girls.
does dress older.
And I get mistaken for being older than I really am pretty often.
Like in terms of COVID year, how was that for you guys? Because for me, it was in the middle of my freshman year and then all the way through my sophomore year.
Mine is literally the same as yours. Like, yeah.
Mine was middle of 8th into 9th.
Same.
Yeah, same thing. Like
No. Justin here? He might be it. Nah, is that right?
eighth
What's his name?
to ninth.
It was
I'ma
like
call him
hard
Justin.
starting high school though.
I don't know his name.
Like on Zoom, like I feel like I just didn't know how to like come back from that. And my grades were like fine. It was more like socially, like I just didn't.
Or maybe they picked a guy because obviously with my thinking, they might be like, oh, let's still get this guy. He looks young to throw off all the viewers. Okay. This guy, okay, I there's two guys. I still don't think it's them, but if it is one of the guys, it's definitely him, I feel like.
That's true.
It was
You know.
very awkward.
I think
There's
for
no
me,
way
it was
that
my
kid-
grades because
that's a
I was
kid.
in cheer, but I was pretty social in terms of that. I played a lot of games during classes. I would just like play Minecraft while my like chem teacher was talking.
I definitely picked up video games. Prior to that, like maybe I played a little bit, but after that,
What
it
video
took off. Apex, Call of Duty, Xbox.
I remember
She low-key seemed old. It could be her.
I'd record my teacher's lectures and then just play games, and I'd watch them back later if I had to, if I needed to
Oh, that's
remember
smart. I didn't
anything.
even.
Two Joshes think alike.
Exactly. It was so simple.
As a Josh, I have a badge that's invisible on my chest, and I had to trust him, like 100%.
Josh.
Plus, he just seemed like he was just like me, but taller.
One thing I really hated about Zoom classes was like breakout rooms because nobody would talk. Everyone would just stare
Turn
at
off
each
their
other.
camera.
She could be 30. But again, obviously they picked the 30-year-old because they look young.
And just like be silent.
Everyone would
It was
just stare at each
yeah.
other. And then sometimes my teacher would come in and like he'd get
I still don't think it's the dudes.
mad because we weren't
one of the
talking.
girls.
And I was like, well, I'm waiting for this person to talk first.
I was
Bro, I
suspicious
wanna-
of Juliana because
Bro, I want to be on one of these. But obviously I'll need to go to the US, bro. Be on a Jubilee vid. Like, like, maybe... Guess who the fake Australian is? The fake Australian? And they got like one American with the Australian accent and the rest of that would be sick, bro. Or something like this. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy. Be on a Jubilee vid. Odd man out.
I feel like during that round she was
I'd
kind
run
of
out.
leading the conversation, so I feel like that might have been in order to like waste time, which is why I like try and change the topics and kept it moving. I'm assuming you guys like everyone here had internet growing up because that's just how it was.
Wow.
You guys all use computers, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any memories like distinctly from like when you were a kid, like a video or like anything you done on the computer that you remember as like the thing?
I used to play like Papa's Freezeria. Does anyone know that?
Yeah,
games?
I
Cool
still,
math
I
games.
still play
The
that.
one cool math game where the guy had like the gun, Johnny Upgrade, I think it was
Oh
called.
yeah.
Remember that?
No,
Yeah.
and you just run through.
I used
till
to
you
play
beat
that,
the
bro.
boss.
Yeah.
I used to play that.
Yeah.
I played the run one where you there were
Run?
like the whole.
That's a good one.
Yeah, thing like the like dimensions would slip.
Bro, it could be her. I don't know. Maybe she's just like a little bit shy or awkward. She hasn't really. She's been more listening than like
Yeah,
talking.
flip or something.
What
Yeah.
about you?
Are you talking about like the runner maze one?
Yeah, or like
Runner
people
maze.
put it now on TikTok to like Reddit stories.
It's just like you run in a straight line like a tube, right? And,
Yeah,
like you jump and it shifts the whole thing.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was just agreeing. I really didn't play too much, but I played on my phone quite a
Nah, that could be her, bro. That could be her. Like, how you don't know? Cool math games, right? No. Yeah, that's a red flag.
bit. And then I did a lot of YouTube. I didn't
Look,
start playing games until.
Look, all of
like-
them are thinking it's her.
How old are you when you got a phone?
So I got one in 7th grade,
Okay.
What like phone was that?
an iPhone.
Which one?
I think it was the 7.
No.
I got a phone when I was like, I think 12 or something.
I got when I was like 8.
I got like a.
Me too.
I got
My
like
parents are divorced.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
That is crazy,
One thing
bro.
I like really remember when I was little is Minecraft was still like kind of new. So there was like another version of it called Minecraft Lite. Do you know what I'm talking
And it was like
about?
it
On your
would have
phone.
limits and you could only do so much.
Yeah, you could like
Pocket
only use
edition.
like glass
Pocket
or like
edition, bro.
brick.
You had like
or-
you had the selected blocks and dirt and grass.
Yeah, that's one thing I remember. And then it got like they totally removed that. Hey, think you figured out the mole yet? Well, make sure to subscribe.
Bro, it's you. It's you.
If you think you've got it. Now let's get back into the video.
We'll see.
Lauren was kind of just agreeing. She was like, yes. And I was like, yes, that's suspicious, honestly.
Lauren. I think all the guys are safe. No way this guy's 30, bro. There's no way. The guys are safe, I feel like.
It kind of sucked being voted out, but it's the nature of the game, I guess.
Please raise your hand if you want to continue playing the game.
How do you feel about school lunch?
Bad.
School lunch?
Really bad.
bad.
It's so bad.
The thing that gets me is they don't even have water. Like they only offer, at least in my school, they give us milk. And they have
They
water
don't give you
fountains.
water?
When you were in elementary school, did they give you like milk in a bag?
Yeah.
And you had to like stick it in
chocolate
your
chips.
straw.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't even want to drink this. I would just starve the whole day, honestly.
Do you have your like
School lunches, I can't relate to that. Because in Australia, like I know in America, I'm not sure if they pay the school directly or it's just through tax. But you know, the government, you know, supplies it to the school system, supplies it. But in Australia, it's not like that. We just pack our own food. But you can still get it at school, like canteen. But you'll just need to pay for it. You know, pick what you want, get a pie or a sausage roll or something. But yeah, I can't relate. But yeah, I used to always see it in American movies.
school lunch lines separated
But sometimes they look bussin', bro. They get burgers and chips, bro. Like, I've seen some school lunches, bro. They look pretty good.
by year, like junior?
No,
it's
I go to a
all-
small
Oh, what do you say?
school.
What do you say?
It was so I was like, I don't even want to drink this. I would just starve the whole day, honestly.
Do you have your school lunch lines separated by year, like junior?
No.
No,
it's
I go to a
all
small
one big
school,
line.
so like we all just go at the same time.
My school's big, but there's just one line and it's bad. Like it's like 1,000-person school, and there's one lunch period. It's not like we have like an A and B lunch. 'Cause I know some schools have that.
So 1,000 kids are just like,
Pretty much, yeah. Just all
One
the
line.
line like wraps around the building.
My school, like, it was really bad
That's
freshman
crazy.
year. But there was always like Fridays they had like pizza.
You had like scheduled days.
Yeah, like there's always pizza.
always?
There's
Every
always
day?
pizza, yeah, and they get it from Papa John's.
What?
But yeah.
My school wouldn't do that. I remember the last time I had like a certain like food
capping?
item on a day was in elementary school, which made me think, okay, she has to be older.
What shows did you guys watch when you were younger? I was like,
Disney?
yeah, I was
Yeah.
a big like Jessie, Good Luck Charlie,
Shake it up.
Okay.
Shake It Up.
Yeah, that's
I was
me.
a-
Watch TV. I was a YouTube kid.
But I remember I watched Phineas and Ferb on repeat.
Bro, actually, I did watch that.
I watched Phineas and Ferb on repeat, but I did not have cable, so I didn't watch a lot of TV. I watched a lot of YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye.
Markiplier was a
Yeah.
really big one for me.
Those
I
are the
still watch
defaults.
it.
Those are
What are like
defaults.
some unfair things that you think people think of like about teenagers that are like not true?
I was gonna say like low attention span, but I have a
That's
really
facts.
low attention span. Like I'll fully be like playing
People are so
Minecraft
quick,
and
bro.
I'll have like a show on. So that's definitely not like an unfair.
Okay. Sometimes I do some bad stuff, you know? Like, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes if I'm watching a YouTube video, maybe it might be a long vid. Maybe it might be some sort of doco or something. Like 40 minutes. Bro. I like sometimes I check my phone, but then I start going, I might go on TikTok or Insta, and like I'm low-key like scrolling while the vid is playing in my ears, like on my computer, bro. It's bad. But she's on some nut stuff. Playing a game and scrolling, that's crazy, bro. If I'm on a game, I'm locked in, bro. I'm locked. I don't have time to scroll, bro. I gotta do flip resets and aerials and like crank 90s, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Air one.
Like I feel like we're just like kind of depicted to have like such like a laziness because people
That's
say
true.
our generation's like easier or whatever.
Are you like bad friend groups or something?
Oh my gosh. No. The easier thing is true. Like people say, especially boomers, bro. Boomers. Like, of course, every era, a certain aspect of life and stuff was easier, and others is harder. But one thing that annoys me is when boomers compare their upbringing to us in the way of, you know, oh, like when I was your age, I had this, I had that. But, bro, like, you could just be a carpenter, you could be a builder, bricklayer, whatever, and just working that on that wage, you could buy a house back then, you know? Back 40 years ago. And they compare, and then they always compare, like, not everyone, but I know some boomers that just compare the generations. But, like, these days, you gotta get all these qualifications. When you're an apprentice, you get paid horrible, bro. And you probably will never own your own house at this rate in Australia, because Everything, everything is so expensive here. Housing, food, cost of living. So that's low-key annoying. But there are some things that are easier. But you know, everything was way cheaper then. You know, the dollar was worth a lot more, and you know, you could be a builder and buy a house, but before you turn 30.
Like just like toxic people. In
Yeah,
Such like a laziness because people say our generation's like easier or whatever. but-
maybe like bad friend groups or something.
Like just like toxic people. In
Yeah,
general.
yeah.
No, I get that.
I was gonna say like maybe sensitivity, like how we act on
that's
the
a good one.
internet, cancel culture,
People being,
and all
like,
that.
sensitive,
Yeah.
Okay,
I
that's
would think- I
cringe.
think
Cancel
that's
culture's
a
cringe.
big one. Because I think it's mainly online where people can be like really sensitive, but
I think a lot of people just think that like everyone younger than them is like, since they have like all this new stuff, they're like, oh, you are like
Spoiled or something?
spoiled, or
Right.
like you have it easier,
Right,
or like
yeah.
you're like doing better because of us, and like that's our fault for some reason.
It's actually harder though because we have like social media and stuff.
yeah, that's
Juliana.
I think it's still the girls. Still think it's one of the girls, bro.
Sorry.
Okay. I might need to crash out if it's one of the guys. Definitely not him, because look at his face. Could be him. Maybe he just, you know, it's just not in his genetics to grow facial hair. That could be the case. But say the mole is still in here, it has to be her. You know, black don't crack. That's just what I hear. That's what I hear. But it could be her.
I knew I was gonna get
Nah, bro, I would be so annoyed if, say, it was that first girl that does look a little bit older. She dresses more mature, I would say. Imagine it was her, and then all these people that get voted out after, and they got to. Oh my gosh, that'd be annoying.
voted out, especially with the school lunch comment. I don't get school lunch.
Please raise your hand if you want to continue the game.
Continue. Bro, continue, bro. It's a 2v1. Girls versus boys, bro. Boys rule, girls draw. Get her out, and then split the money between both of you. That's. My gosh.
If the lights turn green, you voted them.
Okay, who is it? Who is it? I'm gonna say the girl earlier. I don't know her name. The brown girl. That's low-key racist. No, it's not. She is brown. I don't know. She look like Indian or some like Sri Lankan. I don't know, bro. What? Some. You know who I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah. I think it's her. Let's see.
Mole out and you win. If the lights turn red, the mole is still in the game and you lost. 1, 2.
Okay.
I trusted you.
Okay.
How about hurry
I was right about them being eliminated. Let's see if it's a girl. I'm still going with my pick. That brown girl. What her name? Sorry, my bad.
On the count of 3, can the mole please reveal?
Her. If it's her, it's just too obvious, bro. But there are 3 options. I think it's her, bro. I think it's her. Or maybe she might not be. She might be like Sudanese or something. Oh well, that's besides the point. It's her, bro. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Just give me my money.
3.
Give me my
2,
money.
1.
Just give me my
I
money.
knew you had me from the jump. I knew it was you because you were low-key silent.
I got, first of all, I got everything wrong.
Bro, I'm too smart. I'm too
Second of all,
smart. Just give me.
I did not think it was Hannah at all. So
I should get the prize money.
Yeah, I was like, oh, she's a
I
teenager.
knew it, bro.
So I'm actually a mom, and I'm 31 years old.
Hey, yo, what the heck? Okay, I see why they made it 30, because 30 sounds better than 31, even number. If it ends with a 0, it just sounds better on the thumbnail. That's understandable. That is crazy, bro. I knew it. Just like her player build, you know? The things about, like, running cool math games. Like, what's you talking about? Like, what? Like, even if you're the kid that didn't play it, like, maybe she was a good student or whatnot, she would still know, because the kid next to her was probably doing it anyways. Like, come on now.
Years old. The moment that gave me away was Minecraft. My mind went blank.
I was shocked to find out like
I knew it wasn't her because I feel like out of all the girls, no offense, her facial features, the way she dressed, looks more mature. But my thinking is like that would be way too obvious if, you know, because she was voted out first. It would be way too obvious if the 30-year-old they picked just looks like looks older than she is. So they specifically put her in for that reason, bro.
she's a mother. She looks so good for 30.
I got
Nah,
you.
but that's true. That's true. She looks young.
I think it's
Her play build gave
there we go.
it away.
Yes.
And yeah, bro, there's no way these two, like, those are boys, bro. That ain't a man.
This is Benjamin.
And I saw it on business about, you know, the guys not being it because it's so much easier to tell if like a 30-year-old man versus 16-year-old boy. Like you can tell the difference, bro. You know, sometimes you can't, but
This is
you know, it's just about percentages. It's just about I don't know the word, bro.
wow.
Oh my gosh, this guy's emo. Yeah, this guy is not 30. Hold on. I just want to go back to where she was still in it. Because the player build gave it off. Like, that player build, bro. That's a mum. I wasn't thinking mother, bro. But I looked at that player build. I saw how she was talking. I was like, nah. I was feeling like it was her as well. But yeah, I got it right, bro. Let's go. Bro, this is... I'm not sure how many Odd One Out vids I've reacted to on stream. Maybe one or two or a few. But this is my first time I've actually got it right, bro, which is insane, bro. I'm hype. I'm hype. They should do this in reverse with 6 30-year-olds and 1 secret teenager. Oh my gosh. They should. Nah, they should. Bro, I would get on it. I would do that. I could be the secret teenager. I'll just grow my beard out. And like, you know what my thing would be? I'll be like that cool, you know, laid back 30-year-old, you know. I'll be more the cooler one. Because obviously I am younger and, you know, I'm cool. Cooler than 30-year-olds, like, what the heck? I'll be like, that's how I'd play it. But then they would low-key get me with, like, school questions and that. But the thing is, if I wanted the show, I would be a cheat code if I was a 30-year-old. Because if they ask anything about school and all that, bro, easy dubs. Because I'm from a different country, I'll be like, oh, we don't do that in Australia. I don't know what that is. Too smart. They might not get me on because that's, you know. I don't know. They'll need to nerf me. She definitely looks young, but her demeanor gives it away. About her just screams motherly. Yeah, she was just being laid back. And she didn't want to interject because she don't know what they're talking about most of the time. But yeah, she looks very youthful for her age. Good for her.